The following video was sent by Annette, and she just found it on the paranormal section of Reddit. It is said that it was captured by the security system of user Londo Lance, that kept his recording private for over a year, before now deciding to share it and get critics' opinions of what we could be looking at here. He simply stated, "This was captured off of security camera outside my house. Something is trying to get in. Recorded between 2 and 4 AM. Thoughts? Well, let's take a look." There undoubtedly is something entering through the glass sliding door, and the comment section is baffled since nobody really had a good idea of what is going on here. Do you? Could it have been something on the lens perhaps? Very unlikely according to most comments, since the shadow just vanishes. If anything, it's creepy for sure. The next clip was filmed by paranormal investigation team FrostmareTV, who are based out of Singapore. In this episode, they are visiting an old abandoned farm home that is said to be haunted by a woman who can be seen lurking around the building. Locals think perhaps it is one of the old tenants of one of the homes who isn't ready to pass on yet. Without a direct way into the house, the group decides to climb up on a portion of the roof and try to enter from one of the upper level windows. This is the moment when the cameraman captures this strange sighting. Let's take a look. In the top right corner of the window, a strange white face is peeking out at the ghost hunters. Could this be the same spirit of the woman that is said to haunt the house? After spotting the face, the group jumps down off the roof in fear, and understandably so. Do you guys think this is a true ghost sighting, or perhaps just a hoax? Let me know.
Bro, look at this. I'm watching Harry Potter and boom, a thing of Q-tips just goes flying off the shelf. Oh, no.
The following video was shared by Maddie McGarrissey, who, like some of us know, is living in a haunted house as well. And in this particular video and this particular night, he noticed something creepy in his closet coming down from the attic, I suppose. I haven't seen it. Let's take a look. Bro, what the... Oh yeah, that is like a person, and oh, it's getting smaller. What the... Oh yeah, that is strange. Oh... I mean, I can see a shadow warping around a little bit, but... What the... See here in the beginning, look, like... It's like a person, and then it shrinks together a little bit. Well, if we believe him that nobody else was there and that this is not video editing, how can he have achieved such an effect in the closet? I mean, I do believe that there's something else going on in this house anyways. So let's take a look at that. I mean, what do we say to it? In my opinion, this could be the same spirit that is haunting the family for quite some time and causing quite some mischief, to say it lightly. This video was captured by security guard Francisco de Ciudad, who has sent the video for review to Pasillo. Apparently the man was working a night shift in the region. People say that it is a notorious place for inexplicable events that all have been reported by different staff members over the years. Tonight, this man is documenting the latest happenings.
Es la planta 2, aquí vamos haciendo recorrido. Aquí está un poquito alusado. Ahorita no te quise poner nada porque hay una parte oscura, así como se ve allá al fondo.
Tonight, this man is documenting the latest happenings.
Son las máquinas donde hacen los wipers. ¿Sí? Bueno, no sé lo que hacen realmente, no te creas. Pero sé que aquí pues hay la gente operadora. ¿Sí? De mi lado izquierdo, pues es todo lo que es el almacén, lo que son las láminas de los wipers, bracitos, todo lo que es accesorio de los wipers, mi amor. De mi lado izquierdo, mi amor, hay unos baños, ¿sí? Hay unos baños que antes se usaban, pero ahorita pues están como abandonados. Todo esto es un pasillo donde se maneja todo eso.
He was alone that night, so who did he capture here at the end of the hallway? A ghost perhaps? A former worker? The following video was sent to me by Gammy Bear, and he found it in the paranormal section of Reddit. The clip was posted by user Lucky1196. He wrote that it was recorded by an older brother who was visiting a theme park with his younger one. Our cameraman was filming the experience for their family diary and to show friends how fun this evening shaped out to be for the two. However, without the two noticing, something seems to have made it onto this recording that should not have been there. As we can see, there are several passengers along for the ride, but the very last cart is definitely empty. Now, let's take a good look. After a few moments, a dark figure appears to be visible in that last cart, but how is that possible? People say that there are many legends about the land this theme park was built on. And that it might be a spirit that was coming along for the ride. Could this be possible? How else are we explaining this? This figure seems to be gone again after the first lap, only to reappear moments later. This video was recorded by a user who states that one Friday night he saw something rather unusual appear in his doorbell camera. He was having a friend over and they both spent the last couple of hours playing video games. At some point, the young man received a motion alert from his camera, so he opened it on his computer and was quite freaked out to say the least. Let's see.
Yo, what is that? You see that, Mom?
Yeah, I see it.
What the?
A creeper was standing in front of their house. It is unknown what that person wanted and how they got there. The two men were pretty uneasy, and the figure had disappeared seconds after this recording. Was it somebody playing a prank on them? Or was there something else going on? Ashley Barnold created the following video after noticing that something simply terrifying had been captured by her young daughter. They had just moved together with her husband into a new family home, which is an exciting event for most people. However, ever since she put her girl to sleep the first night, the child tells her about strange shadows that are visiting her at night in the bedroom. That's pretty creepy, isn't it? For Christmas, the young mother had bought her daughter a children's camera from Amazon. And, well, let's say this camera certainly could capture some pretty interesting things.
So I got my daughter this camera from Amazon for Christmas. She's 3, almost 4. We're just hanging out at home today by ourselves. My husband's at work. She's been telling us she's been seeing somebody in her room, that she can't really sleep well. She refuses to sleep in there. We just moved to this house. I never set the date or time on this camera because it's just like a little play camera, so she would quit taking her phones and taking pictures of herself because she's at that age right now. So we just like never set the time. So she just took a picture and she says, "Mommy, look, there's a man in the photo." I said, "What?" She said, "There's a man in my photo." And I went like that real quick. Like, this just happened just like 5 minutes ago. Like, no one else is here. It's just us. Like, I'm gonna have to change the date and time so I can get more pictures for y'all. But look at that. In this new house, she says she's been seeing people.
What a nightmarish capture. This sparked all kinds of thoughts and ideas in her viewers' heads. The following clip was forwarded by Mordem X, and he tells me that it was recorded during a family gathering in South America. The aunt of the 2 little boys was recording them at the time, as they were playing around with a tricycle. Nothing weird happened that day, nothing that was really noticed at least. However, when the woman was checking the video later with her husband, they found something really strange popping up in the mirror. The woman stated that nobody was standing behind her and that everybody else was sitting at the table at the time. So how do we explain this head popping up? Was it something paranormal? Maybe a deceased family member? This video was sent by Max, and it features Mexican security guard Francisco Ojeda. Gets quite disturbed one night during one of his shifts. He works in a facility, and he stated that he had never come across these strange events before. Let's see.
Se escuchan cosas, güey, y... No mames, se escucha la puta regadera, güey, del puto baño, güey. No mames.
Apparently noises are the cause for his distress, and when he enters the washroom, he can capture even more.
No mames, Cuchi, güey. No seas ojete, güey. No mames. No mames, güey. Hay alguien, güey. No mames. No mames. No mames.
A pale face is peeking around the corner, seemingly looking at Francisco. Is it paranormal related though? And was it the cause for the many odd noises on the premises? If it isn't anything mysterious, maybe it was just a colleague or some Photoshop. Who knows?
A ver. ¿Qué carajo? Mames.
And now we want to take a look at a haunting that was documented by the profile Moradores Nocturnos, and it was actually compiled by El Mundo de Ibiza. And it says that this particular haunting is scaring the man so much that he started a video diary. Let's see.
3 de la madrugada.
Poltergeist activity at 3 o'clock.
Son las 3 y cacho de la mañana. Pero no estoy ido porque despertaban unos golpes en la puerta.
La historia comenzaría a escribirse de la peor y aterradora forma posible. Todo marchaba con total normalidad. Aquel joven se encontraba en compañía de su hijo. Se encontraban juntos disfrutando de un agradable momento, cuando de un segundo a otro, algo sucedía justo en la puerta que se encontraba a sus espaldas.
So they were playing at the time? And the father recording? Oh!
¿Qué carajo?
We saw that. Was that
Quédate, hijo,
face?
quédate.
Oh, that was creepy.
No mames.
No mames! I don't believe it either. Especially if little kids are involved.
No me lo
What's
vas a
going on?
creer.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, and it vanished. So this thing just shot up out of nowhere and then disappeared. And now that's another evening. And there's the shadow again.
Marcos.
Look!
Aguanta.
It's going left and right. And then there's the dog.
No mames. Ahí está mi otra puerta. Está cerrada. Y no hay nada.
Strange.
Mi perro nomás.
So could it have disappeared maybe through the other door that was closed again?
Amor.
Durante una noche,
Yeah, this is quite strange, I have to say too.
días atrás le había sucedido durante una de sus exploraciones. Algo que sospecha pudiera estar relacionado con la escalofriante aparición en casa.
I think too that this is related to the first appearance that we saw. So could this be a reflection maybe from the outside somehow? Or is this a spirit or a shadow being? Guess we have to learn more.
Se comenzó a suscitar hace aproximadamente medio año en el cual
Half a
yo
year
hice
ago
una
it started.
investigación con unos colegas y pasamos cerca de un panteón, bueno, el panteón de la localidad donde vivo. Yo me adelanté a un terreno que está a un lado del panteón. Esto ya era la 1 de la mañana más o menos, y es un terreno que tiene mucha vegetación, árboles y todo eso.
So maybe this house being located right next to those places is the reason.
¿A qué le tienes miedo? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Viste
What?
el monstruo? ¿Dónde está el monstruo?
A monster.
¿Tú lo viste? ¿Está en el
So he
baño?
saw that thing too in the bathroom.
¿Qué es eso, papi?
Oh,
¿Qué es eso?
the SLS camera is out. Now, if you believe in this type of technology,
Sí.
this could mean that something is manifesting right above the shoe rack.
Voy llegando a casa. ¿Qué
Now-
pasó, papi?
The kid believes to have seen something in the bathroom.
¿Qué hay en la puerta? A ver, llévame. ¿Qué hay en la puerta? ¿Qué viste? ¿Me viste a mí? ¿En dónde? ¿En el baño? ¿Ahí estoy yo?
Alright, there's nothing there, so
No hay
unfortunately.
nadie, papi. Yo acabo de llegar. No sé.
So now he woke up by loud knocking at the door. Doesn't know what's going on. He thought it was the dog at first, but Kate is sleeping with the family. But this also must be super exhausting if this is going on for a night and you don't get any sleep, and I don't think that bodes well. So now he's preparing to go outside to look for the noises, I guess. Oh, what is that? The shadow again. Ah, of course. Enough time to disappear. So the other door is locked, so how did that shadow get out then if it wasn't the spirit, right? Maybe over the balcony? This was creepy.
Hey Google.
Oh, the cat seems to be in good spirits.
Son las 3:10 de la mañana.
Huh. I mean, look at that. There's clearly somebody standing.
Aquello era sumamente escalofriante. Una vez más, la extraña manifestación se hacía
No
presente.
kidding.
¿Estaremos acaso ante la manifestación de la que
It's
anteriormente
also hovering to the left and to the right before it disappears.
testigos en otros casos alrededor
Is that an eye? Can you guys see an eye here
del
too?
mundo y que comúnmente suelen llamarlo como el ser que toca la puerta?
Ah. Who knows? Now, unfortunately, he had the door locked, so he couldn't get out fast enough, I think. But this is really creepy. I love this case. What do you guys think? The following video was sent to me by uploader Xavier6909, and it features a terrifying shadow apparition that he could capture on video one day. Xavier is the owner of a house in which he does not live, but strictly uses it for storage. Once in a while, they also use it for band practice. He says that many creepy things have been happening in there, that people see and hear things that do lack any kind of explanation. Apparently, those things even happened during band practice. They had to stop several times in the past when hearing weird noises, and members of Xavier's group saw somebody walking behind him, when nobody else but them was there at the time. One day, he started recording to document some water damage that had been taking hold of two of the rooms in there. And while he was walking through the rooms, something was coming through the basement door and looking down the hallway at him.
That is the spot in the living room I was telling you about. I've got the leak fixed. If you can see the tile is damaged. I'm going to have to get some new tile. But that's one spot. And then another spot back here. That's the worst spot.
You may have missed it right now. But before we take another look, let's take a peek at the basement door just moments after this incident.
Sections of tile there, and then back here we got. Oh, and check this out. Look what I saw on the ground. That is wooden paint from there. That door has been sealed up. It's not. I've not opened it since I've been here. It's been sealed. Caulk and stuff. But I got to get a door. I want to get that fixed.
Check out the basement door in the back. Nothing is obstructing it, nor is there any items placed. Right? So the view should be clear, just like the way we see it here. However, when Xavier pans the camera for the first time, there is a black object coming out of that door. Coincidentally, he thought he might have heard some strange noises at the time, stemming from the kitchen. Something is clearly peeking out of that door, but what is it? Xavier also mentions that this thing seems to be morphing, and I agree. Maybe that's even more proof that he is dealing with a paranormal entity here. He's asking for your help and hopes to find some ideas in the comments. So, if you have some good suggestions, please share. I definitely think there's more going on with this house. There's not much backstory as to what is going on in these relatively dark clips, but what we do know is that the man documenting is entering an abandoned apartment unit, and it appears that he desperately needs to retrieve some important files that have been left there. If it was his own apartment unit, however, is unknown. Let's take a look. Something must have startled him. But take a look at this. This is one of the last frames of his first video. It looks to me as if something is kneeling behind the orange steps. Can you see it too? How creepy.